Good morning, everybody. Have you ever woke up and just like, God, I'm sore? I'm officially at that point. I'm at that age in life where, let me show you something real quick. I'm at that age in life now where I keep a bottle of Advil in my pocket because I'm popping them like Skittles, and I have to turn the radio down to see better in the truck. You know what I'm talking about. It is going to be raining kind of off and on all day today. So in between raindrops, the tile we put in yesterday, I have to go out there and put the end caps. I have to cut it to length, put the end caps on it, and drive in a T-post to mark each end of the tile. That way, over the years, as dirt kind of covers it up, we can find it and clean it out. I need to do that when it's not raining out. When it is raining, I need to come in here because I kind of need to straighten up this area over here in the barn because we got a load of chemical in yesterday. Chemical goes right there. I got to get the chemical out of the middle of the barn, get it put where it's supposed to be, and you know how that goes. So that's kind of what's on the list of things to do today. But right now it's not raining, so I think I'm going to put my muck boots on and venture out and try and start doing that tile work. Just walked out to the truck and got my muck boots, and yeah, it started sprinkling already. So I guess we're going to be stuck in the barn for a little bit here while it gets done sprinkling. But yeah, look at that. Look at me bringing sexy back. I did do something that I've been meaning to do before we start getting in the fields and really start doing field work. And that is a new notepad of paper in each tractor, a new ink pen, and a new dry erase marker. My dry erase markers are getting to the point where they're starting to get dried out and you can't write on the windows. The pad of paper in the planting tractor, I write down, I keep track of what seed is planted where and what date it was planted and things like that. So I need a pad of paper for that, ink pen for that. Dry erase marker in there was, you know, if I throw a code or whatever, or I want to jot down just a quick note about that field or whatever, I write on the windows of the planting tractor, and then the dry erase, you just take your hand and wipe it off. That makes it handy. The sprayer, I have a notebook, ink pen in there. That way I can keep track of what field I sprayed and what I sprayed and when I sprayed it. Same thing with the dry erase. If I nozzle whatever is bad, or I replace this nozzle or that nozzle, or I'm throwing an air coat or whatever, I write it down on the window. Just quick notes that I don't need to keep track of, just jot down for a day or two. I put that on the window. Tillage tractor, don't normally keep one in there, but because of the prototype shovels that we're running on the field cultivator, I need to know exact acreage that we're running over the field cultivator. So I put same thing. I put a notepad in there, ink pen in there. That way I can write down what field, how many acres, if we went over it once, twice, 3 times, half, whatever. I can keep notes and accurately tell how many acres we're running over that field cultivator for the prototype shovels. And I threw a dry erase in there just because. I really didn't need one in there, but I threw one in there just in case. I actually do the same thing with the combine. I have notepad in there, ink pen in there, dry erase marker in there for all the same reasons. You get what I'm saying. I figured it's raining out. I need to service the seed wagon, so I pulled it in here, and I'm glad I did. We're about 2 weeks away from probably planting. Motor started up just fine. It's a Honda motor on there. That thing fired right up and started running, but I still want to drain the gas out of it, put fresh gas in it, change oil in it. But when I did that, the auger turned just a little bit because I got the auger neutral, but there's still a little hydraulic oil that goes through there and turns. Look what I found in the end of the auger. So some birds started making a nest in there, and who knows, they could have made it now, they could have made it last summer, because this is the only thing we use this for, is seed, to fill the planters. And it gets parked after we're done planting, you know, in June. It gets parked and it sits there until next June, or I should say next May, when we start planting again. So who knows when they built that nest. So now I got to reach up in there and pull all that out of there, and I got to figure something I can run up that auger to kind of clean it out, because I can't have that stuff going into the planters or it'll plug the drills up. The good news is it was last year's nest, not this year's, so that's a plus. And I think I got it out of there. I still got to clean up down here, because some of it fell down in here, but that's all soaking wet from the rain, so I need to let it dry. That way it can I can just clean it out really well. But I do need to grease this, check the tire pressure, and change the oil in that little Honda motor. Got this bad boy done. Oil change, tire pressure's fine, greased, bird's nest cleaned out. This is good to go. It just keeps raining. It's like, what a crappy day. And I think it's getting colder, because I got to the point where I put my coat on. I don't know if it's just because of the moisture in the air or what, but it's just cold. I do need to, look at this stuff. Because these are a 2.0 bean, and I gotta get the beans that we're gonna plant first, I need to get them to the front, and the beans that we're gonna plant last, I need to get those to the back. So I need to figure out what's getting planted first and get this mess organized, this deorganized mess cluttered. I have to get it organized so when it is go time, I can just hit this first row of seed, get these out of the way, because the seed wagon holds 6 of these mini bulks in the seed wagon, and then the planters themselves hold 2 mini bulks. So what I'll do is I'll load 6 into the seed wagon, load the planters, and then I'll grab 2 more and put them in the seed wagon, and then the first 8 variety is already loaded and out of my way, because there's 3 stacks of 8 here, and each stack is a different variety. We have 3 different varieties of beans here. So I'll go through the first variety when the seed wagon's empty, load the second variety, so on and so forth. I do believe it has stopped raining. Maybe we'll go out and do that drainage tile now. Okay, I got the easy side done. Now I gotta go to the other end and get in the water and do the other end. That's the end that's gonna be a little on the rougher side. I gotta leave my phone, everything in the side-by-side here, just because of the fact that I don't want to drop it in the water. There's that end. Hopefully it'll drain. Perfect. You know, because I don't have enough on my list of stuff to do before planting season. Garbage. All right, I'm going to end the video here. I think I'm going to relax. We got enough rain that kind of shut me down for a couple days, and seeing how today's Friday, I'm gonna take the weekend off. I'm gonna kind of stay home and do the honey-do list, because there's some things at home that needs to be taken care of before I'm burning the midnight oil planting. So I might not do a video this weekend. I don't know. There's a few few in the saved, so when I'm posting this, it's actually a week or so after I film it. But at any rate, come planting season, hopefully the videos will be more up to date, because the wife usually pitches in and she helps do editing and things like that to kind of get them out there faster and things like that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, thumbs up. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We'll talk to you later.